Hello everyone, Aldrin here with another part of the GalCiv2 mod guide. This time we're going to talk about planetary improvements. Now the file you need to get for that is Planet Improvements XML. You can find that in English data. Copy it to your mod data folder. I've already done that. This is the apt data directory. Boot up the Planetary Improvement Editor. You can find that one in your Tools folder and just click this one and open it. Now this is a pretty proper editor. Not much risk of you breaking the game, as you could have seen in the techtree guide. I really made a mistake at the beginning of the game, of the techtree, by applying, and oh man, things just went to hell there. Well, that was good, because in my opinion that should not happen, but it did, and now you know how to prevent it. So let's take a look-see at this editor then. I've already uploaded the text in this case. All of the structures are listed on the left here. Now the Basics tab will show you the name and the display name and all that stuff. So let's take a look-see at, say, Basic Factory. This is unlocked by traditional Industrial Revolution, I think. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Anyway, you got your internal name, what it should display, what it should upgrade. So say this structure becomes available to be built and it improves on something, then it will be automatically done if you pick an improvement. That's actually set up properly for most things, but if you're going to add your own structures, see, there you go, upgrade cell 2 and all that. These are Thalen tags actually. So what does this stuff all do? The upgrade, well, just talked about that. Improvement type, you got a couple. Destroy is specific, don't ever pick that one, you don't need it. Galactic achievement means it's a galactic achievement. That means the structure can only be built once in the galaxy. Now if it's a galactic achievement only your species has, that's not really much of a stretch that you'll get it. Normal means you can build it limit, basically no limit on it. A super project is a 1/civ type of structure. A trade good is something you can give to other species, but they can't get it unless you give it to them, unless of course they have it first. Brief description is what you see on the right when you open the, got the structures listed. Description is the more large description. Build cost. This is pretty, same-ish really. This will be translated into credits, but there's not much modifying this. The AI value is again a value which tells the AI how valuable a particular structure is to build. For example, banking center will have a bit higher value, and barter station will have a bit lower value, and all that stuff. But basically, galactic achievements, for example, need a very low value because the AI will usually build them anyway. Super projects, same deal. Again, don't need a very high value because the game just understands that a super project is probably really important to build once you get it, and it will usually build it anyway. One per planet structures can be created by editing the restrictions. You can put a placement limit in here. You might want to try what happens when you put in 2, but I just would stick to 1. I don't think there's the 2 per planet limitation. Special flags, upgrade ship types. I have no clue what that does because I don't think it's used anywhere. Can have agents and indestructible manual destruction. Can have agents means it's spyable. Indestructible means that if you take over a planet with this particular structure, for example, the interstellar refinery would be a good example, that is indestructible. So if you take over that planet, if you conquer a planet with that particular structure on it, you'll keep it. And the only way to destroy it is manual destruction. If it's indestructible without manual destruction, that means you just can't remove it. Super projects, galactic achievements, and trade goods are like that by default. You don't need to set it, it'll work. The icon is the icon displayed when you actually build it, like what it says on what it shows on the planet. The Q icon is a bit of a different beast. It will actually be a larger, different render of the structure. Now, restrictions are where we are actually going to find some interesting things. Tech requirement is the tech from techtree, your tech tree, which will actually unlock this particular structure. Tile enhancement level, that would be soil enhancement. You probably don't need to touch that ever, unless you want to give your species a specific tech structure thing. Really, you don't want to do that. Placement limit, this is what tells the game that it is a 1 per planet building. For example, the interstellar refinery, 1 per planet. Placement limit 1. There is no placement limit 0 or 2. I've never seen anything like that. So it's either normal, as in it will work for anything, and then you'd put it in as a limit 1, and there you go. There is ethical alignment things you could take into consideration. For example, I think the secret police center. No. Maybe the slave canyon. No. There's plenty of them, but I can't seem to find them. Temple of Neutrality. There you go. Will require you to actually have a minimum alignment. So there you go. That's set this way. Bonuses. This is what a structure will give either a planet or your entire civ and other stuff, really. We'll just go over this one by one. Now, planet quality basically upgrades a planet. So say, I think the biosphere modulator. No. That is planet quality. Planet quality, if you add it here, it's a percentage bonus. So say 10% on a class 10 means 1 tile. On a class 15 probably means 2 tiles. 16 definitely means 2 tiles. So let's see. The basic factory gives 4 industry, but no bonuses to anything. For example, but the consulate will give it a 20% economy bonus and 20% influence bonus applied to the planet. Ship HP means anything built from that planet it will be better. Planet quality, manufacturing, good example of that would be the death furnace. There you go, 20%, or the fusion power plant, stuff like that. Research bonus, think of how about a technological capital? Yep, that's 100% research bonus. Food production, population growth, again a percentile based. Recruitment center would be one of those. Recruiting center 20%. Ship HP, ship quality, economy, defense is again planetary defense. Perceived might is kind of an oddball. Means that it's a factor in how good ships look when they're orbiting a planet. Logistics. I only know of one structure which actually uses that, which is the Hyperion Distribution Center. No, it's not. The Hyperion Fleet Manager, which is actually better known as the Orbital Command Center. Logistics 1000. Yeah, sure. Resistance, influence, and all that. Resistance is what, a factor in how well your planet defends itself. Influence is exactly that. Influence, embassies, stuff like that. Morale is how to keep people happy. unit bonus to planet is planet quality. So, for example, the biosphere modulator, which I've briefly selected, same as the weather control center, gives you 3 extra tiles. It takes up 1 of its own, so you only get 2 in practice. Industry is for factories. Say you want 10 industry for a certain structure, for a certain maintenance. I completely forgot maintenance. That's the amount of money it'll cost you to actually own the structure. Research and food. These are hard numbers. Speed bonuses, GalCiv2, planetary, think RC and think interplanetary. No, that's called a navigation center. There you go, 1. So any ships built off this planet will have a speed bonus of 1. Temple revenue bonus. That's actually only used for 3 structures in the game. That would be the Temple of Evil, Neutrality, and Righteousness. They're exactly the same, except they are also very special structures. They are hard-coded in the exe file, and they will actually give, depending on your ethical alignment, will give you trade revenue of those other species or something like that. The bonus to Civ is interesting because it only applies to super projects and galactic achievements. And I think, yeah, probably diplomatic translators, yeah, and trade goods. So normal structures can't use this ever, and you can only set 1 per structure. So be wary of that. Again, these apply to this. This is pretty much the same list again as your species properties. Again, I would steer clear of using colonization properties for this because, you know, the AI will probably build the structure you've made for that, and then all of a sudden you can colonize this stuff, which will work, but they'll still grab the colonization tech, which is a waste of time for them. Yeah, the AI is an idiot. Anyway, persistent trade routes. Yeah, I think that would be. Well, anyway, there's plenty of examples to be found here on how to set something up. Now, if you want to add your own structures, pretty much add new. I've actually made a structure before, the Watcher's Tower and the Watcher's Espionage. These are actually structures I've made for my arrays, which I use for testing stuff. You know, when I want to be hands-off and look at the entire galaxy playing throughout an entire game, I use the Watcher arrays. They're pretty much undefeatable, with a very high amount of people on their planets, and they make shitloads of money, so they can use lots of spies, and you can pretty much watch the entire galaxy with them, which is why they're called the Watchers, and they have their own tech tree too. So anyway, demonstration. So here we got, we created an identity. Now the restriction tech requirement will be demonstration, which is a tech which is actually in the YouTube demo game. Sorry. Which is actually in their tech tree. So I'm going to give it a build cost of 5, AI value 5, maintenance 1. It needs an icon, so I'm just going to steal something somewhere. I'm going to use the embassy icon here. That's decommission, that's demonstration. There we go. That'll work. Restrictions, so let's give it a bonus of, say, I'm going to give it 20% planetary bonus, manufacturing 200%, economy 1000, and all sorts of crazy shit. This is a crazy structure, but then again, it's only to show you how things work. So that should be it. So now when we boot up our game, we should, there we go, we should see that demonstration has, oh dear, I made a boo-boo. Oopsie, didn't do it right. Let's see, demonstration, basics, restrictions, demonstration. Did I save? Might have forgotten to save. Let me just check the name of my... Yeah, should be right. Probably forgot to save. I tend to do that. This stupid thing. Yeah, there we go. If at first you don't save, try again. Anyway, we'll just have a look. Should have it now. There we go. Demonstration. So I'll just show you how that looks. Research it, and we'll just research this too, and then we'll get demonstration. Research that. There we go. D2. And now I'll be able to build improvement 1. And that's all it takes. Ta-da! Structure build! And developed and designed and all that. So that's pretty much how that works. I could make it a 1 per planet building, like so. Just now it's a 1 per planet building. No sweat. Or a galactic achievement. No problem. That's just all it takes, really. Adding structures is really simple and straightforward. If you want to actually make your own icons, you'll have to throw those, especially if you're doing a mod. Go to your mod folder, and it's pretty much throw them into, well, the game tells you where it's going to look. GFX improvement icons. So that will be GFX improvement icons, and then it also has queries. If you want to actually know where these things are located, that depends. This is a classic structure. The embassy's been in there since Dreadlord. So if you're looking for the icon for that, it will probably be in GFX improvements icons, and it should be embassy. There it is. There you go. So if you want to use that, or just you want to edit that, just you can make a copy of that to your own mods folder, and the game will again use that. Or you could download something from the internet, whatever. Anyway, that's how you do structures. Thanks for watching. Happy editing. Goodbye for now.